In the last couple of videos, there were some text lectures that laid out how to install Visual Studio Code, Node.js, and the Angular CLI. If you ran into issues in any of those text lectures, hop over to the QA section and I'll do my best to help you out. Now that we've got all that set up complete, we're going to start working on our first big application together inside this video. Let's talk about what we're going to be building. All right, quick mockup right here. So we're going to be making a little password generator application. The goal of this app is to allow a user to generate a random password in case they can't think of one sufficiently random on their own. Our password generator is going to have a couple of options tied to it. First off, we're going to show an input right here where a user can enter in the length of password that they want to generate. We'll then show a couple of different checkboxes to allow the user to customize whether their password will be generated with letters, numbers, and symbols. Once the user fills in all this input and then clicks on the Generate button, we're then going to show a little pop-up down here at the very bottom that says your password, and inside there we'll show the randomly generated password that we created for them. That's it. It's a pretty straightforward first little application, but believe it or not, this is going to expose us to a lot of different things in the world of Angular. The first thing we have to do to get started on this project is generate a new Angular project on our local computer. To do so, we're going to use the Angular CLI that we installed in that text lecture just 1 or 2 sections ago. So again, I'm assuming that you were able to install that Angular CLI. If you were not, hop over to the QA and I'll do my best to help you out. Now, just to be clear, the Angular CLI was the program that we installed by running npm install @angular/CLI. Once you install that package on your machine, it gives you access to a command line tool called ng. So this ng command that is now available on your computer is the Angular CLI. And we're going to be using that little command right there throughout this course for a variety of different things. In order to generate a new project, we're going to run this command. So ng new, and then the name of our app. So for example, it might be ng new cards or blog or Twitter or whatever else. Let's change over to our command line right now, and we're going to generate a new project. So I'm going to flip over to my command line. I'm inside of a workspace directory of sorts. You can generate this new project anywhere on your computer where you normally store source code. It doesn't have to be in any particular location. Just make sure it's where you generally work on projects. Once you're there inside of your terminal, we'll run ng new, and then the name of our project is going to be simply pw, short for password or password generator. So I'm going to run that command. We're then going to be prompted with 2 different questions. Right now, we're going to use the default answers to both these questions. So we're just going to hit enter and enter. Immediately after hitting enter twice, we're going to see a lot of different files being created. So these are all of the different stock files for a new Angular application. Then immediately after that, we're going to see that Angular is installing a number of dependencies into our project as well. This installation process usually takes a minute or 2. Let's take a quick pause right here. We'll come back to the next video and we're going to start to write some code for our password generator project.